Sup everyone, welcome back to another video, and if this is the first time you're here, name's Walrus. Alright, we talk about everything Genshin Impact, from discussions to hot takes to extremely hot takes, but today we're going to be dialing it back a little bit and just kind of hit you guys with a little bit of, I think, hard truth, to be honest. I mean, you guys asked for this. Honestly, y'all couldn't wait long enough for Yellen and Zhao to warm their seats before looking into the future. Yeah, I mean, don't worry, me too. So today let's talk about Itto and his role in the current patch of Genshin Impact 2.7. Roll the intro. Just kidding. I don't have an intro. So the thing with Itto is that honestly, apart from the 2 weeks of glory where all content creators, including myself, were abusing the algorithm for views, he's pretty much not talked about anymore, right? What gives? What happened? Is he just not worthy of talking about? Well, you see, not quite. When a character gets released, people oftentimes scramble to find out what works, what doesn't. The Reddit self-proclaimed Itto mains subreddit gets flooded with contents in which people can learn and benefit from. But once the honeymoon phase ends, content creators drops a character faster than you can say Luna to the moon. Oh damn. And of course, the subreddit devolves into some sort of Itto fanfiction fantasy land. So really, to answer the question of, is Itto still good? A great alternative question is really to ask, is Zhao still good? You see, Itto and Zhao are two characters that shares many similarities. Sometimes I wonder if Hoyoverse forgot one or the other exists. In a way, their fates are entangled, and in fact, Zhao and Itto mains should be on great terms with each other. But of course, they aren't. If one falls, the other likely isn't going to be having a good time either. The strength of Itto is that there is a low barrier for entry. What I mean by that is everything is incredibly straightforward. Just like the character himself, he scales off defense. He has one artifact set that works the best, and he has no major mechanics for you to learn or overcome. In fact, the only thing that is difficult for playing Itto is actually getting Itto. Everything else falls into place very naturally. With Geo's great stat boosting resonance and a great selection of potential teammates, Itto currently sits in a very comfortable position. So then back to the question, right? Why does no one seem to talk about him? How come no content creators recommend this character? How come he's always very mediocre when brought up on tier lists? Well, here's the thing, right? Because there's nothing to talk about. No, really, there's just nothing to talk about. Think about it. What is there really to say about Itto? Is he broken? No. Is he underperforming? No. Does he need anything such as an artifact set? No. What about a dedicated support? No. What about his element? Does it need any help? No. Does he need better weapons? No. Is there drama surrounding his backstory? No. Does he have complicated mechanics that requires a video series to No. Really, like, think about it. There is literally nothing to talk about him. Everything that was needed to be said was said in those 2 weeks, and since there's been no really changes about the game that requires anyone to say anything or that is worthy of making a video or even a short or even a post about. Itto was released as a well-balanced unit with everything he needs to succeed and a streamlined kit that you can play with your feet blindfolded. So naturally, as the Genshin landscape is, there's not a lot of respect, honestly, for Itto mains out there. And I do feel it a little bit. People just don't give credit to people when, oh, I am an Itto main. It's like, good for you. All right, good for you. And they just get brushed over. It's honestly weird because when people claim they're a Zhao main, there's usually a flock of people coming in be like, oh my god, Zhao. But with Itto, kind of different. Don't know why. I think he just doesn't have that edge about him. He doesn't have that re-established hype that Zhao had and that people really flock towards, like a fan club chasing after a star type of thing, right? So here's what I want to say. And be very careful because the next few words that are coming out of my mouth may get some people riled up, but I think it's not far from the truth. Itto is close to being a perfect character, and that is very boring. Yeah, it's true. A perfect character is very boring, but a perfect character, I think, is categorized as this, right? It shouldn't be too strong. It shouldn't be too weak, and it shouldn't be too complicated. This way, anyone can play the character and get great results out of them, regardless if you're a mobile player playing on a 2G hamster-powered Nokia flip phone, or the new iPhone 69 Plus Ultra Max Extreme Pro Sigma Beta. The character isn't bad by any means, but as I have talked about this in the past, I have stopped playing Itto due to the fact that the guy kills everything with no effort. He takes 2 buttons to play, has close to no APM, so for the most part, you're just spamming the same 2 buttons over and over again until the enemies all die. In a way, it can be therapeutic, but for the most part, it's repetitive. But don't get me wrong, Itto gets the job done very consistently. With the new addition of Yelan, this has just made Itto feel even better. The damage ramping synergizes with him very well, and for people who don't have a C6 Goro, Yelan will be a perfect addition to your Itto team. I'm just saying this now, you're going to get bombarded with Itto content in about a week or so, and it's not because there's anything new to say about him, it's just going to be because everyone is reconvening to talk about a trend that is in season. Now, depending on how Dendro turns out to be, there may or may not be any reactions with Geo, so I don't know about how much more diverse you can get with Itto team options. As in the coming patches, there will likely be a lot of focus put onto Dendro units lacking reactions, in this case essentially spells death for synergy. So there is a likelihood you end up playing the same 2 to 3 Itto teams for the next few years. That is something that Xiao players have been through, and to be honest, they don't seem to have a problem with it, so probably neither will Itto mains. The truth of the matter is that Itto is a great character, but a great character, a perfectly balanced character, tends to go under the radar unless they're somehow involved in the lore. I'll be honest, people talked about Yae Miko more than they do about Itto. Before she came out, people were saying she's gonna be like a revolutionary, game-changing character and this and that, and how, oh my god, have you guys seen the leaks? And after she came out, people were like, she sucks, why did Hoyoverse do this? Yeah, and it just went crazy, right? And even till this day, there are Yae Miko mains who are dedicated to making her work because there is merit in that, because you get a good solid 2 thumbs up when you find a way to make Yae Miko feel good. Like, if you make Itto feel good, no one cares because everyone can make Itto feel good. Everybody can just slap a couple defense artifacts on him, on his 1 artifact set, and he can clear the game. It is not an accomplishment. I guess that's the word I'm really kind of fishing for here. Accomplishment. When a character is considered underwhelming, there is a sort of accomplishment in making them work. That's why content creators play with 4-star teams, free-to-play teams, because of that accolade of doing something that is difficult. When it comes to Itto, clearing anything isn't difficult, and it seems like nobody would give you a shiny star if your Itto is amazing or not amazing. And I guess the biggest difference between Itto and Xiao is that Xiao is a pre-hyped character, while Itto is somebody who just came out of the blue. Honestly, I do think his design is pretty cool. I do think his kit is very polished, but at the end of the day, he just isn't fun to play, and that is coming from somebody who has played every single character in this game. But of course, it is subjective. I do know somebody who has made it their Genshin mission to C6 this character, and I think that's pretty cool. Alright, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to tune in to Saturday's livestream if you want to have a chance to win either a Yelan or Xiao of your choice, and I'll get on your account, I'll whale for you and guarantee that character for you. But you see, I'm only giving this out at the end of the video, so if you made it all the way to the end, please leave a secret comment with Oni in it. Alright, that's O-N-I, Oni. See you next time. Till then, stay safe. Peace, bye.